But I want to introduce to those of you that don't know June Collier and present to the rest of you all. June Collier, our VP of Marketing, he's going to do online training now. Hang in there with him, and if you got some questions, he'll take them at the end of the call and let him do what he's going to do first, and then he can take a few questions at the end. Thank you for being on the call today. June, I see your screen. Can you hear me? Are you ready?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
I see and hear you. You got. I'm gonna mute out and block my camera so I won't be interfering with no one.
All right. Well, I want to just first of all say thank you so much for inviting me here to the call this morning. Good morning to all my econ associates. Glad to have you out there as well. John did a fantastic job, didn't he? He did a fantastic job with the business presentation and then followed up with a fantastic training. And so I'm gonna try to stay in his footsteps there, because many of the things that John talked about, you're going to see again on this particular training. But we're going to talk about how to promote the holiday special. And that's what I really wanted to talk about today, because the holiday special is something that comes around every holiday. You guys know that my econ promotes a holiday special every holiday. And I believe that this holiday, we gonna break some records this holiday with our special. And it's important for you to be getting ready. You know, TD Jakes, he got a thing. He said, get ready, get ready, get ready. And so it's time for us to get ready for this holiday special. We know that Thanksgiving is just right around the corner. And so you've got a couple of days to get ready, get ready, get ready. And so I'm here to kind of help you with that last push for 2022. These strategies are going to be strategies that's going to help you build your MyEcon organization during this optimal time period in your business. And I say optimal because, man, I have seen year after year after year, I have seen people's businesses change dramatically just from the holiday special. And I believe that this year, the special that we got coming is definitely going to change some businesses for a lot of people. There's going to be some CEO infinities that are created, some infinities that are created. Man, we're going to have a bunch of folks that I'm going to have to get out there. You guys know we always promote our infinities and CEO infinities. We got their photos. And man, I know I'm going to be busy come January when all of this is said and done. I'm going to be busy, but that's good busy work. So we're going to jump straight into this training here. And I want to just kind of talk a little bit about list building, because that's what this is really all about. Now, John talked about building a list. Mr. Curry talked about building a list. And so you might say, well, June, I thought this was supposed to be about social media. Well, what you have to understand is that when we're talking about recruiting, a lot of the terms and a lot of the things we do are interchangeable. And so when you think about your email list, your contacts that you got in your phone, your contacts that you have in your email, your phone contacts, your Facebook friends, your TikTok, Twitter, YouTube followers, all of that is list. That's list building. And so we're going to talk about how to use social media with list building. Now, the first and most important thing, and let me turn off my camera here so you guys can just focus on what we got here, is list building is the key ingredient to creating a buzz of interest and signups, right? Because when we have that list, we can immediately start putting some information out in front of people. See, John said you can have the greatest product in the world, but if nobody knows about it, it doesn't matter. So when you've got that list, you can get that message directly in front of people for quick signups. Have you ever wondered when someone brand new comes into an organization, they come into my econ, they're brand new, and then it just seems like overnight, in 2 weeks, they CEO infinity? That's because they had something with them before they got here. They've been building a list. They've been building relationships. They've been building before they got here. You've got to have a list. You have to have a list if you want to see something happen fast in your business. The next thing we want to talk about when it comes to list building is we want to prepare for the holiday. This activity is something that that happens each and every year. We know that the holiday special happens every year. And this year, your business, this holiday special will be the apex during this holiday season. It will be the apex of your business. I promise you that you're going to want to be ready. You're going to be ready to start talking to people about this holiday special. And then finally, list building is going to help you jumpstart your business. It's going to inoculate your recruiting efforts. That means, man, you're getting a shot in the arm, and it's going to just take you to the next level. But you got to have a list. You have to have that list ready to go. Let's go ahead and get started in this. Now, where can I get quick wins in a short period of time? Where can I get them? Where can I get a quick win in a very short period of time? I'm going to talk a little bit about something that may not necessarily be social media, but most of you may or may not know, I was a recruiter in corporate America. And in corporate America, we call them retreads. And a retread is when someone who used to work for you comes back and works for you again. That's a retread in corporate America, a retread. And so inside of my econ over the years, I have seen plenty of retreads. These are people who have been in my econ, they're ex-my econ associates, and for whatever reason, they quit the business. These folks are the easiest to recruit because they already know about my econ. You don't have to explain a whole lot to them. They already know who and what my econ is all about. Oftentimes, they've gone off and tried other companies, and then they realize that my econ is the real deal. They realize that my econ is a solid company, and they come back. I've even seen retreads inside of my econ that have come back 3 and 4 and 5 times. That's right. People that have quit, come back, quit, come back, quit, come back. Why do you think they do that? Because my econ is the real deal. And when you've got a special like the one that we're going to have coming up, you're going to get a lot of retreads. So you got to go back and take a look at your list of the people that you put into my econ that didn't last long. Maybe they just kind of withered out. Go back to that list. You should have that list of your retreads, that list of people who joined you in my econ, but they quit. Now, there's many ways that you can go back and hit that list. But if you did not save the list, if you did not create the list, I'm going to encourage you going forward that you create a list of everybody that's on your My Econ team, whether they stay or go. You want to create that list of everybody. And when they leave, you want to move them over to another list so that you can follow up with them from time to time. But if you have not been doing that, inside of your back office, My Econ will give you your list of your personal recruits that have canceled. All you got to do is go to the Business Management Center. You're going to click on the button that says Reports. There's another button that says Team Generation Reports. You're going to click on Summary. And then you're going to click on Generation 1. Because My Econ is only going to give you the contact information of the people that you personally recruited. Not other people in your team, but the people that you personally sponsored will give you that contact information. Under Generation 1, you'll click the little button that says Show Cancel. Now, if that's hard for you to remember, pull out your pen. You see it on the screen. BMC, Reports, Team Generation Reports, Summary, Generation 1, Show Cancel. That's going to show you everybody that canceled, and there's going to be a little blue link beside every person's name, and it's going to say Contact. If you click on that contact, it's going to provide you with their email address and phone number. These are some of the people that I would immediately send and say, hey, you know the holiday special is here. Here's what we're doing this year. It's pretty amazing. We're having a lot of success in My Econ. You ain't got to say a whole lot to them. They've been in My Econ. Hit your retreads up. Next place to get some quick wins. Prospects who said no to you. Hopefully, as you're out here prospecting, as you're out here showing the business presentation to people, you're going to have some people that's going to say no to you. There are going to be some people that see the presentation, but they don't join. In fact, most people probably are not going to join because it's just a timing thing. Maybe somebody died in their family, or maybe something's going on their job, or maybe they're going through a divorce, or a whole bunch of things that can happen in a person's life that causes them to say no. You want to go back and hit all of the folks that saw the business presentation who said no. See, you're supposed to be keeping a list of all these people. You're supposed to be generating your list. Not just the people who joined my econ, but more importantly, the people who you showed the business presentation to who didn't join. There's a list for those people. There's a list for the people who said no, because you know that the holiday special is coming up and we got an offer that you just can't refuse. So you want to hit those people up who said no. They've seen the business presentation. They know what my econ's all about. Now's an opportunity to see if they're ready, if the time is right. Because I promise you, some things have changed in their life since you last talked to them. Next one is anyone who has prospected you. Let me talk about that for a moment. It's impossible for you to be in network marketing and not get approached by someone else who has attempted to prospect you into their opportunity. Now is the time to circle back around and return the favor. It's true that most people are not in the same network marketing company 9 to 12 months from the time that you probably talked to them. So you've got to now jump in and circle back around to that person who tried to prospect you. See, you're supposed to be building a list of everybody that you talk to all the time. If somebody is trying to recruit you into their network marketing opportunity, you need to write that person's name down, that email down, that phone number down. You need to stay in contact with that person, because we know that traditionally 9 to 12 months, they're going to move on and do something else. That's something else that you want them to move on and do. You want that to be my econ. See, the reason why my econ is so strong and the reason why we got people coming back, these retreads 3 and 4 times, is because my econ got something special. And you need to know that. And when you know that, and you know that you're sticking and you're staying and you're with my econ year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4. I mean, if you look around all over the place and look at all the people in my econ and how many years they've been with the company, you don't often see that with most companies. So prospect anyone that has prospected you. It's only fair game, right? So these are 3 areas that you can get quick wins in a very short period of time. On top of all the things that we discussed up to this point, these are great places for you to get some quick wins. Now, somebody out there is probably saying, June, I don't have a list. I don't have a list. I don't know where to get started. I never built a list. I don't have a list. And so here's what I'm going to tell you. Everybody's got a list. It might not be the list that you want. It might not be full of the type of people that you think that you should have on your list, because you're probably prejudging your list. But I'm here to tell you that everybody has a list. Where's that list at? Go after what I call the low-hanging fruit. See, you know people. John just told you about the power of 5. Sit down and make out a list. Don't prejudge, just make the list. See, I didn't sit down with Mr. Curry. I didn't sit down with John to say what they was going to talk about today. But I was amazed as I listened to them that what I'm going to share with you complements what they talk about. So we got family, friends, and coworkers. Well, June, what does that have to do with social media? Well, type up a message, record a video, and inform them of what you're doing. Share your testimony with them. See, everybody should have a testimony inside of my econ. We always talk about becoming a product of the product. Did you change your W-4? Did you get some extra income coming back into your household? Did you update your, did you start working on your credit? Did your credit score go up? Start sharing your testimony and then ask them to get started with you in business. You can use social media to do that. You can create a video to do that. If you hate rejection, if you hate the word no, then create a video, send the video to them. You ain't gonna never hear them say no, but do what you got to do and reach out to these folks. Also, John kind of touched on this a little bit. I'm going to go in at the end of this presentation. I'm going to actually go in and come out of this PowerPoint and show you some of these places. But my econ has an automated marketing system. We've got capture pages. If you've been using the AMS capture pages and you've got people that have put their name and information in, you got leads. You got leads sitting inside of your AMS. You can start following up with those people who filled their information out for the capture page. You've got a list. You just got to think about what a list really is. So the AMS capture page has some lists of leads for you. We'll come back and I'll walk you through that. Now, I want to talk about promote. Now, when we talk about promoting, a lot of times it's said that you shouldn't blast people and beat them over the head with sales and promotion. And I typically agree with that. Building rapport goes a long way, and it's the best type of way to recruit people into your business. This is true. This is all true except during the holiday promotion. See, we got an offer that you can't refuse. You don't have time to build rapport right now. You got to get it. You got to get it, right? Y'all know Luke. We got to get it. You don't have time to build rapport. It's time to go. And once this special is gone, you ain't going to see it again. It's going to be 365 days from now before you see this promotion again, if you even see this one that we got coming up. So you got to get it into your head that I got to get this done now. And right now, during the holiday season, I got to promote. You got to think of this like they think of Black Friday. I don't know about y'all, but I'm already getting emails of people trying to get a jump on Thursday. They're already telling me about the Black Friday specials that I can get right now. You got to know that over the next week, it's going to be people that's going to be blasting folks with all kind of stuff. And people going to spend money. I done already spent some money on some Black Friday stuff. So you need to be promoting, because you don't want to not promote and then your prospect and spend all their money. Promote. We got to do that. So the reason why we want to promote right now is we got to get into their minds. We need them to have my econ as one of those things that's on their mind. Again, normally you don't blast your promotions out there and go, promotion crazy like that. But holiday specials are different. They don't apply to the rules. Remember, your business is going to change in the span of a couple of days. Understand that. Many of you that have been around for a couple of years, and you have seen people who have changed their business in the last couple of days. The holiday special is upon us. We have to take advantage of it. So where are we going to promote? Where are we going to get out here and start promoting? We got Facebook. We got Instagram. You got TikTok. You got YouTube. You got LinkedIn. You got Twitter. Now, why do I talk about all of those places? Because they got millions of people. Millions of people. We got people in my econ that's putting in, 100 people a week just off of TikTok. So you got all of these great places that didn't exist back when Mr. Curry got started in network marketing. These places didn't exist. These places exist right now, and you need to be tapping into it. These platforms have millions of eyeballs. Promote via these various platforms using all of the available methods that they offer to get your message in front of millions of people. Now, I'm going to share with you how to promote without appearing to be, just like every time I turn around, this person has got a flyer in my face. I'm going to show you how to do it so that you do it in a way that you're still getting a lot of eyeballs, but you don't be a nuisance to people. So let's first talk about the different types of content that you can create. And you should be creating all different types of content. Don't just stick with one piece of content. Create different types of content. We want to talk about testimonials. You got testimonials out there of people who are talking about the success that they've had inside of my econ. You got to use that. You got to go to the My Econ YouTube video channel. The My Econ YouTube video channel has the testimonials right there. Copy them, download them, use them. This is social proof, and it's a quick and easy way to promote the benefits of My Econ. These are real people telling their real story. You got to make educational content. Make it quick, not this long educational content. Short, quick educational content goes a long way to attracting people to what they will learn with My Econ. You know, John talked about it. He was talking to a networker who was trying to recruit him. And John started talking to that networker. And John ain't never told me the story, but I believe that he probably started telling him about the educational piece. He didn't tell him about My Econ. He just started telling him about the things that he could write off. He started telling him about the things that he should be tracking in his business. Because you know what? No other network marketing company talks about that. They don't talk about that type of thing. They want you to push their product. Ain't nothing wrong with pushing the product, but you're in business and you need to know how to be a businessman, a businesswoman. You've got to know that. And that educational piece will attract people. It will make them look at My Econ a different way. Hire your kids. Write your kids off. Ain't nobody ever heard of that. Don't nobody talk about that except My Econ folks. Start showing people how they can hire their kids in their business. You ain't got to tell them the full story. Just give them a little bit. Just give them the sizzle. Don't give them the steak. Give them the sizzle. But make it educational. I found this to be something interesting is that people love to be entertained, especially those of you that are doing TikTok. You got the music going. You got a little dance move going on. You're being entertaining. I'm seeing that works. People love being entertained. If they see that My Econ can be a fun business, they'll be interested. There's some people that like to have fun, right? So we talk about, I don't know if you guys ever heard of the different types of personality types. The educational, that's me. I'm the educational guy. I'm the guy that want to know how everything works. Then you got the guy that just want to have fun, right? So you gotta cater to the different types of personality types. The guy that likes to have fun might not be so interested in the educational piece. The guy that likes the educational piece might not be so interested in the shucking and jiving. But you got to do both of them. Statistical. Now, this is something that I've seen. I've seen John do this in his presentations. I've seen Coach Madeline do it in her presentations. Stats are a form of social proof. They're just different. See, when we do social proof with the testimonies, we're showing individuals. We got individuals with their video or with their statement of how their lives have improved or changed. When we do stats is a form of social proof, but it has an educational twist to it. You know, when someone says that 7 out of 10 Americans don't have $500 for an emergency fund, that's a stat. But it's a social proof stat because you got that out of, you might have got that out of Kiplinger's magazine, that quote out of Kiplinger's, or maybe you got that quote out of the New York Times. So you got a quote, you got a stat that's a fact. And that fact provides why financial literacy is so important. So see, you got to have some different types of content. You got to mix this content up. You also need to know how to tell a story. Everybody loves a good story. When you tell quick, short stories, they draw your audience in to listening to you. They want to see. They want to see what's going on, right? Some of you might have been following me, and I've been going back home and spending time with my parents and spending time back in the country, and I'm telling stories. I'm showing you, what I'm doing. I'm showing you on the tractor. I'm showing you me cooking some collard greens last night. People love storytelling. You're going to need to learn how to tell stories about your credit. You need to learn how to tell stories about the travel that you just recently took. You got to tell stories about how you changed your W-4, got some money, and then use that money to do X, Y, and Z. You got to learn how to tell a story. Now, we got to do all of this, all of these different types of content. We need to be doing all of this and mixing it up. If we mix it up, it don't look like we selling so hard. We're going to go hard over the next couple of weeks. We're going to be going hard in the paint. But we got to create different types of content so that people don't just get bored with it. Because if all you ever did was just testimonies, if all you posted on your Facebook profile was just testimony, that's like putting too much salt on your food. We got to mix it up a little bit. Now that we know that we got different types of content, there are different forms of content as well. And this is where you mix it up again. This is where you're making that goulash, right? You're gonna have Facebook. Facebook got posts. Facebook got stories. Facebook got lives. And Facebook got reels. So see, you need to be mixing it up. You don't want to just do all posts or all stories or all lives or all reels. Mix that thing up. You got the different pieces of content. Now you got the different forms of content. Start mixing it up. You got Instagram. You can post photos. They got carousels. They got stories. You got Facebook Lives. You got Facebook Reels, Facebook Guides. Take advantage of that. Different forms of content on the same platform. You got TikTok. Right now, you can do short video content and lives on TikTok. You got YouTube. YouTube trying to get in on the game. YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world, and it's always been about the long videos. But here lately, YouTube is saying, I want to get in on the short video content as well. So now they got YouTube Shorts, and they pushing it hard. So you need to be taking advantage of the YouTube Shorts. YouTube also has posts. Most people don't know it, but YouTube got posts just like Facebook has posts. And then you can do YouTube Lives. We got to mix up our content. What about LinkedIn? I can go and post on LinkedIn, just like I can post on Facebook. I can put videos on LinkedIn. I can do articles on LinkedIn. This is one of the most important things with LinkedIn is that LinkedIn allows me to create sort of like a blog type world on LinkedIn. If you come to my Tuesday night trainings, you've seen us do that on LinkedIn, where we take articles and we upload articles to LinkedIn. And then we take the link to the article and post it back to Facebook. We're mixing up that content. LinkedIn got where you can upload audios as well. Great opportunity. And then we got Twitter. Now, we know Elon Musk just took over Twitter, and Twitter going through some changes, but there's a lot of attention on Twitter right now because of that. So maybe you need to be making some tweets. Maybe you need to upload some videos to Twitter. Twitter takes videos. It takes images. You can even make threads on Twitter. Now, threads is a form of blogging, right? You can do some blogs. I know your tweets are, I think it's 110 characters, 101 character tweets, but you can do threads that can expand your tweets and create a nice little blog on Twitter. A lot of people are doing it. Audios. Twitter got audios as well. Twitter got something called Twitter Spaces, where people get together and they talk about different things. So see, there's multiple forms of content on all of these different social platforms. And when you mix up the type of content and the form of content, you can promote heavy without negative connotation of the heavy promoting. You know, nobody likes somebody to just promote. But if you mix this thing up, if you take the content type and you mix it up with the content form, and it comes in different forms and types, it doesn't appear like you're doing all this heavy promotion, even though you are. So I just want to make sure that everybody understands how to mix those things up, okay? Now, let's talk about how do you find this list building training that June Collier has been talking about here tonight. I don't know how to build a list. I don't know anything about list building. Well, here's what I want to tell you. Every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time via the myecononline.net website, we have automated marketing system training. So you can come to our training and we teach you these types of things. We've got playback recording. We've got a copy of every training since August of 2020. They're posted and you can get the replay. So make sure that you get plugged in to the automated marketing system. There's too much that we train every Tuesday night for me to try to cover it here in a short period of time in an hour on a Saturday morning. But here's the pre-recorded training. Here's some things that you should probably take a look at. If you're looking at list building, here's some dates that you might want to go back and look at. September 22nd, 2020, I did a training on how to set up your recruiting desk. Very important on how to use Google and set up a recruiting desk, create yourself a system. On the 29th, I talked about how to build a CRM system with Google Contacts, customer relationship management tool. If you're in recruiting, which all of you are, every recruiter needs a CRM tool. I show you how to build a free CRM tool using Google Contacts. September 7th, we talk about how to build a mailing list. September 14th of 2021, we show you how to create a lead magnet. And then on September 21st of 2021, we show you how to follow up with your list. Now on September 7th, I show you how to get a free autoresponder where you can create your own autoresponses up to 500 people on your list. Pretty powerful. Then when we start talking about marketing, on October 20th of 2020, I show you how to take images and market on Instagram. On February 2nd, 2021, we talk about the art of storytelling. See, if you don't know how to tell a story, go take that training. On March 16th, Miss LaVonda Thornton teaches you how to have success with Facebook stories. She did that training. On July 6th, 2021, Miss Angela Williams teaches you how to market on YouTube. March 8th, 2022, LinkedIn marketing. And let me tell you, those are just a few that I pulled out. Throughout 2020, all the way up till today, there's tons of Facebook training, Instagram training, TikTok training, LinkedIn training, YouTube training. All of it's there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick moment. I'm going to pause out of this presentation here, and we're going to go straight into the My Econ system here so you can see some of the things that I was talking about. So the first thing that I'm going to do is we're going to go to the Social Media Training Center, and let me just kind of show you how I got there. I don't want to jump there and not show you how we get there. So we're going to log into our system. It's going to take us to our Business Management Center. And then from the Business Management Center, you'll see the Automated Marketing System. So we're going to click on the Automated Marketing System. Now, the campaigns. You guys know that we got the campaigns here. We got all the campaigns here where you can capture the name and email address. Here's what I want to tell you. It's okay to send a campaign during the holiday special. But listen, the holiday special is for a limited time. These campaigns follow up over a 7-day period. Well, the holiday special might be over with before the campaign is over with. So that's why you got to take action. You got to be aggressive during this holiday promotion. Okay. So that's that. Let me go back. Let's go back here real quick, because that's really not what I want to show you here. The automated marketing system. Inside of the automated marketing system, you have a button that says Contacts Prospects. Now, if you've been using the capture page, the capture pages, you're going to have some contacts here. And you'll see that you'll have all contacts here. Now, you'll see I'm testing because I'm working on the system all the time, so I'm testing. And you can rank this from the oldest. So you can see that this, the oldest first, we'll do the oldest first. And it'll show you activity. You can do the newest first. So that shows you the newest. You can rank by the last activity date, right? You can rank by the last name. So you'll see that I got all kind of, most of this is me because I'm testing the system all the time. But your prospect and your contacts should appear here. It's going to have their name, email address. Sometimes they may even have their phone number. but you can go ahead and send them a campaign, or you can take that email address and start reaching out to them. Very important. So that's your list. That's one of your lists that you should have. Let's go back. We're going to go back to the automated marketing system here under the BMC. We'll click on automated marketing system. We're going to go down here to the social media center. Under the social media center, we're going to go to our recorded live training. And from here, you're going to see the trainings that I just talked about. Look at all the training that's here. So we talked about September 22nd. Here's September 22nd, how to set up your recruiting desk, how to build a CRM with Google Contacts, right? If we scroll back up, keep scrolling up, we got Mr. John Pettiford. He's training on the AMS, so it ain't just me. We got Miss LaVonda Thornton, how to be successful with stories. We got Miss Candace Hawkins, how to grow your biz on social media. Mr. Keith Tucker, my econ rebuttals. Mr. Terrence Hill, this is another good one. Pandemic prospecting. TikTok success with Karen Montez. We got diversified marketing and timeless content. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, another great training. So see, we got all of these different trainings that are available here from a lot of our top leaders inside of my econ. I don't have the time to cover all of it tonight, but I shouldn't have to cover it this morning because you already have the recordings in your back office. You just got to go back there and take a look at it. So these are all the trainings that are available to you. Okay. Now, I told you that there was a spot that you could go into your back office to go check your people that have joined you that are no longer there, that are no longer in the business. You're going to go to your reports. Under your reports, you're going to go to the team generation reports. And from your team generation reports, I'm not going to go any further here, but just to protect the identity of folks, but from your team generation reports, you're going to go to summary. And then from summary, you're going to see generation 1. You want to click on generation 1. That's your first generation. That's the people that you personally prospected. And you'll see a box that will say canceled or it doesn't say quit. I think it says canceled. Check that box. And then it's going to show all the people that you've recruited since you've been in my econ that are no longer in the business. And beside each one of those names, there will be a blue link that says contact. You can click on that blue link. It's going to give you their name, their email address, and their phone numbers. That'd be the first place I go. These folks been in my econ before. When that holiday special comes up, that'd be the first place I go. I get all those names. Matter of fact, I go get those names right now. I go ahead and build a list right now. So when the special comes out, as soon as the special comes out, I'm going to blast that list because they already been in my econ before. They know what my econ is all about. But here's what I wanted to do. I didn't want to go in and just kind of cover one particular training because we do that every Tuesday night. What I wanted to do is I wanted to give you an overview, an understanding, and something to think about, because when this holiday special comes, you got to act quick. You don't have time to be playing around. You don't have time to be dragging your feet. This special is coming and you got to act quick. This is going to be a special like none other. You got to act quick. You got to be ready to pull the trigger, and you got to get this special in front of thousands of people in a few days. So don't wait until the special is coming. When we get out of this Super Saturday today, you need to start building your list right now. Put it on a spreadsheet. Get those email addresses. Get those phone numbers. Get that stuff right now, because when we release it, you want to be releasing too. You don't want to be trying to gather names and making a list when the special comes out. We telling you that the special's coming. We telling you that this special is going to be like none other before. You got to be ready. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I'm excited because I know that my econ is about to recruit thousands of people in a few short days. Man, Mr. Curry, I wish I could tell him, but I ain't going to tell him. So with that being said,